Greetings to my students and greetings to those of you who are watching from around Canada. I can say that now because I just checked out my analytics and it turns out that I have some subscriptions and I have some viewers from outside of my class. That's exciting for me. The thing that's even more exciting is that it's not even my mom, it's somebody I don't even know. So, hello, thanks for watching my videos. Um, Last week, we introduced you to a few things. We introduced you to expressions and variables. And then we kind of laid that foundation for you so that we could jump in this week and start learning about equations. And today, specifically, we are going to be solving equations addition. Um, our learning goal for the day is I can solve algebra equations that involve addition. Now, across the bottom here, I've got algebra equations that involve all four of our operations. We've got addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And today we're going to focus only on addition style problems. And then throughout the week, we'll be introducing you into subtraction, multiplication, and division style problems today. But let's narrow our focus to addition today. I do want to review what we covered in our last lesson. We talked about equality. I gave the example of a balance being used to weigh two things to make sure that whatever we have on the left side is equal to whatever we have on the right side. We, of course, talked about the example there with money, how a $5 bill and 5 loonies have the same value. Even though they're different denominations of money, they do have the same value or would be in balance if we were talking about their value. So with that in mind, let's move on to our new content for today. This is our equation that we will be looking at today. X plus 4 equals 8. And of course, this equal sign in the middle lets us know that what we have on the left side of the equation is equal to what we have on the right side of the equation. And so for you visual learners out there, I'm going to do a little something for you today. We're going to use a balance to represent what this equation actually means. Our x is our variable. It's a value that we don't know yet, but through solving this equation, we will be able to figure out what x equals. So I'm going to use a mystery bag to represent x, or my variable here, because we don't know what's in that bag yet, but we'll be able to figure it out pretty soon. I also have plus 4 on the left side of my equal sign here. So you can see I've got my plus 4, plus 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And then on the right side of my equal sign, I just have 8. And what this is showing is that my mystery bag plus my 4 squares here is the exact same weight as my 8 squares on this side. So in order to figure out how much is in the bag here, our first step is going to be, well, we need to get rid of everything else here that's not our bag, because that's confusing us, or information that we don't need to know. We don't need to weigh that amount because we want to know how much is in the bag. So I'm going to start this problem off just by subtracting these 4 squares from the left side of my equation. Oh, yep, they're gone. But now we run into a problem because they aren't equal anymore. I took some weight off of this side. I haven't removed any weight from this side, so they're no longer in balance, or they're no longer equal. Up here on my equation, I just mathematically showed you what I did. From the left side of my balance, I subtracted 4 of those black squares there. But remember, guys, we want to keep things in balance here. So that means that if I take 4 black squares off of my left side here, or if I subtract 4 from the left side of my equation, that also means that I need to subtract 4 black squares from the right side of my equation too. So I did that visually for you visual learners. I also showed that using math numbers and symbols up here. So basically what I did is I subtracted those 4 extra squares off the left side. I subtracted 4 squares off of the right side just to maintain equality, to maintain balance. And now what you'll notice on my balance here is I am weighing only my mystery bag here. And it turns out that my mystery bag is equal in weight to 4 squares here. And so mathematically, we can just write that as x equals 4, or my variable, the unknown amount, is equal to 4. And that is how we solve an algebra equation. You want to get the variable all by itself. And in order to get that variable by itself, you need to subtract whatever else we've tagged onto it here. In this case, it was plus 4. So let's do one more example here now. I'm going to get rid of those pictures of the balance beams there, and we'll just have a look at this problem. On the left side, we have x plus 6. On the right side, we have 9. We want to get x all by itself. And right now it's not all by itself because we have 6 black squares, or whatever, 6 additional things added to this side. So I'm just going to switch on over here to my pen tool here. I'm going to walk you through this. To get x all by itself, we want to get rid of or subtract 6 from this side. But of course, that brings things out of balance. We've now taken something off of one side, but not the other. So in order to fix that, I'm going to subtract 6 from this side as well. When you do that, you have gotten rid of everything on this side. We can just show that by striking or putting an X through it or something like that, just to show that we've removed it. It's gone now. So all we're left with on this side is our mystery bag, or our variable, x. And if we started out with 9 objects, or 9 black squares on this side, but then we take 6 of them away, we would have 3 of them left. And that right there, my friends, is how you solve an algebra equation involving addition. Now, for today's assignment in Google Classroom, I'm going to teach you something new. So I'm going to switch on over here to Google Classroom. And you can see when this page loads that for Monday's assignment, I've posted something under our math topic here. It's called Solving Addition Equations. And if you click on that link, there's a little resource here, or another link that you can click into, and it's called Untitled Jam. Now, this is probably new for most of you. It's a pretty sweet little Google app that I just learned about this last week, but it works very much like the whiteboards that we're used to using in our classroom. So when this page loads, you will see there's a white square here. Yep, and that's just like a whiteboard. You can see that I've already gone in. I've created 4 of these. And so across the top here, you can see this is 1 out of 4. And then if I click on my right arrow, I can just navigate to the next one, and the next one, and the next. And I've written 4 algebra equations that I would like you to solve. Over on the left-hand side here, you can see that I've got a pen tool, and if I just select that, that will allow me to write. And what I would like you to do is go through these 4 boards that I've created for you, and just show me that you know how to solve these problems. And here's exactly what I would like to see. I'll even solve the first one for you. I would like to see that you are subtracting the 3 from this side. And boy, my computer is sure slow and laggy. So you're subtracting 3 from this side of our balance, which means that we need to subtract 3 from this side of our balance. Ooh. I apologize, guys. I think I got too many apps running here. Okay, so that's the first thing I would like you to see from you. The second thing that I would like to see from you is that you are striking this off, that you've subtracted it. So that means there is nothing left there. And then the third thing that I would like to see is that you still recognize that we still have our mystery bag on the left side here, the left side of our equal sign. And I would like you to show me that that mystery bag equals whatever we have left on the right side. Now remember, we started with 6 and we took 3 away, which means we have 3 left over here. All right. Wow, that was the most painful thing I've ever done. Anyways, guys, when you're done all 4 of these Jamboard questions here, you can simply exit out of Jamboard here. And then if you go back to Google Classroom, there should be a button for you on the side here that says Turn In. And then when you're done those 4 questions, you are done math for the day. This is Mueller signing out. We'll see you back here tomorrow.